I'm Sarah Franklin, the Director of Sales and Marketing here at Impact Data, and today I'm here to talk to you about merge fields in your TalkBox account. Now, merge fields are a really great way to increase the personalization of your communications and really reflect a little bit more of what you know about your customer. So let's jump in and have a look at where your merge fields might be and how to use them. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go in and we'll create a new communication. So we'll just do an email. Let's just show we're testing merge fields today. All right, so let's jump in and we're going to use email because I'm going to do quite a lot of merge fields. So we'll just create a generic, grab a generic template. It's a nice one. It's got some coffee in it. That's what we need this morning. Okay, now let's pull in a block of text because that's usually where you'll find your merge fields. So I'll just clean that up so we can use that. Now, the first thing is these are the merge fields here. So that little person icon that you see, they are all of the merge fields that are available in your account. Now, they will be a combination of what is registration information, so part of however your sign-up process works, your visits information, so depending on the data connection that you have and the analysis that we do on that data, that data will create visits fields that will also be available. And you might have added some other things. For example, you might have added a local field, or you might have asked people in an update details campaign for their favorite footy team or things like that. So anything like that that is persistently available on the contact is actually available for you to use as a merge field. The other way that you can think about merge fields is if you have created a formula field. So a formula field is something like the points to next reward, or how many points you are away from, redeeming the top, the next tier or something like that. And if you don't know how to set up a formula field, you can contact us at support@impactdata.com.au and the team will work through setting those formula fields up for you. And they're fantastic to show customers how close they might be to their next reward. And they're really, really valuable, particularly in a loyalty situation. But let's just start with some of the basics. So let's insert a first name because that's a really nice thing to do. So let's say, hi, first name. It was great to see you at, and here's a great one that might be available in your account, which was the last location that customer visited. So if you have multiple locations going into one TalkBox account, we actually track the locations that they visited and the last location that they visited. So you can segment your marketing messages that way, of course, but you can also use it as a merge field. And it's a really nice thing to do, particularly in a welcome message. So it was great to see you at last location visited. We hope you enjoyed your coffee and we look forward to seeing you soon. Pretty nice welcome message for someone who's just enjoyed your cafe. Let's just scroll down though and see if there's any other dates that might be important. So one of the things, or fields, one of the other ones that's available is often date of birth. Now, if we don't have date of birth, we can run an update details campaign and we'll have other videos to help you with that and support articles. But let's say that we do have date of birth. So maybe we could acknowledge this customer's birthday with this message and say, we heard it is your birthday soon, so we wanted to check we have the date correct. Here's when we are going to celebrate you. And then you could add the date of birth, right? You could do something like that. Some of the other fields, and I'll just add them in so that you can see what they are things like creation date. So that's the date that a customer was added to your database. So that's a really good one on the welcome. So for example, we could have said, it was great to see you at last location visited on, and then add that creation date because that was the day that they actually registered for your database. So that's a really nice way to add some more personalization. Some other ones might be anniversary, so you're acknowledging how long they've been a member of your database, and that's another great one that can be created as a formula field because what we can do is turn that date into whole numbers. So, thanks for being on our database for 3 years. We really appreciate it. So contact support@impactdata.com.au if you need some help for that. I think that's probably the main ones that you would do. You might do something like weekdays visited or things like that. But, have a look in your data. What makes sense to personalize your message, to add a little bit more of that connection to your customer. And if you want some more fields added that you want to go back and ask a customer more information about themselves, again, talk to us and we can help you with that. So here's a way that we've created some personalization in that message. Now what we want to do is preview what it looks like. So I'm going to go and add a subject line so we can move through this phase. And of course, don't forget, merge fields are available in your subject line and your pre-header. So things like, first name are really important. And if you don't have first name in your database, what you can do is you go into this section here called settings. And what it will say is, yeah, I want first name in my subject line, but if I don't have a first name, what would appear? And what you can say is, instead of saying Dear Sarah, you'd say Dear Valued Customer, for example. And that will actually appear when there is no first name recorded against that contact. That's a little bonus tip there. All right, so let's move forward and to preview. So at this point, what we want to do is see what that personalization looks like in the message. And here you can see it. Hi, Sarah. So that was obviously first name. It was great to see you at Bendigo, which was the location that I added on the 3rd of the 9th, 2019, which was the creation date. Hope you enjoyed your coffee. So there you can see that those merge fields have come together quite nicely. You might make some adjustments. If you've used a formula field, of course, you'll actually need to tell the customer what that formula is for. So if, for example, you created a formula field which was points to your next reward, you couldn't just add the merge field. You'd need to say, hi, Sarah, you've only got X, insert merge field, points to your next reward, and actually, tell the customer what they're seeing. So that's just a little trick there. All right, so that's how you can use merge fields to increase the personalization of your communications. And of course, you can add more fields if you capture more data or you have more registration information or you want to go back and update some details. But have a look. So how to see what fields are available in your account is you can go to contacts and fields, and then you can review all of the fields here, and they are all available to be merged into email, SMS, and subject line. So hopefully that gives you some great tips that you can really add some more value to your communications.